I've got a bucket on my head, don't ask why, I forgot. But it's part of me now. People say I look grumpy, I'm just saving my emotions for an emergency. Also, the bucket helps me not hear Funbutt singing at 6 a.m. If you're a little weird too hit-like, maybe we're bucket relatives.
Brud in Phase 1 is a quiet sprunki with a large bump on his head. He hides it under a gray bucket because the others laugh at him. Brud barely talks. He walks alone, often staring at the sky and whispering to himself. He has no friends. Even Funbot doesn't want to play with him, but Brud believes that someone lives inside the bucket, someone who understands him. Brud in Phase 2 isn't just odd anymore, he's broken. The day Simon lost control, he bit off half of Brud's head. No one stopped him. No one even tried. Since then, Brud no longer wears his bucket. Oh, there's no place left to wear it. Brud in Phase 3 doesn't hide anymore. Half of his head is just exposed bone, and the bump sticks out like a crown. His body is covered in bite marks, and Black's magic still eats away at him from the inside. He doesn't wear the bucket now. In a world where every sprunki is ruined, there's nothing left to hide. Brud in Phase 4. His skin is peeling, body decaying, ribs visible through open wounds. His pupils are gone. His eyes are now white, lifeless. He doesn't scream or cry. He just stands, unsure where to go. Brud in Phase 5, one half of his form is a smooth brown silhouette, flat and hollow. The other half is bare bone, ribs, skull, empty. There are no eyes. He doesn't see or feel anymore, yet he still stands. Some sprunki whisper that he didn't die. He became the boundary between what remains of their world and what's coming. Brud in Phase 6 absorbed part of the black spell, and it didn't kill him. One day, Funbot got too close to Brud and started speaking backwards. Ever since then, he only laughs, even when no one is joking. Brud doesn't move, he just stands there. But when Simon walks by, his teeth slightly move, as if he's whispering something, or waiting for a command. In Phase 7, Brud became something ancient and immobile. His head looks like stone, dripping blood slowly. His eyes are drowned in black, as if tears retreated inward. He doesn't whisper. He doesn't move. He doesn't breathe. One of the last sprunki, Mr. Fun Computer, tried to analyze Brud in this state, but froze permanently. Ready for a challenge? According to statistics, only 3% of viewers manage to like the video and subscribe to the channel before the timer runs out. Write a comment if you made it in time. Phase 8 is as if someone tried to piece together Brud anew but couldn't remember what it looked like. Half of the face consists of empty ribs, a reminder of pain. OXCX found him sitting by a broken fountain and said, "He feels again." That makes him more dangerous.
Go.
Phase 9 is not a transformation, but a fusion. Everything he felt, everything that broke him, now lives within him, in every cell, in every mistake of form. His head is no longer whole. It's like a stream of color and pain. His smile looks like a glitch. Sky once saw him in this state and just sat down on the floor from shock. Phase 10 is not just degeneration, it's a reboot. The mind is split in two, the eyes are sunk in emptiness, and the mouth feels as if it's clenched shut. A new eye has grown, spinning in different directions. Brud no longer reacts to the sprunks. His goal is to survive this day. Brud in Phase 11. One eye is blood red, swollen from strain. The other has fallen from its socket and is now stretching after it as if it can't let go. No one dares to approach. Even Black turned away once. Phase 12 is the final sound lingering in the air. The head of the Brud is severed, yet it seems still alive. Its silhouette pulsates in the darkness. A massive knife runs through the rib cage as if it allowed itself to be halted. It is said that whoever touches this knife will see everything that the Brud has seen. Phase 13 looks almost normal. Brud is intact again, his color is clear and his expression is almost ordinary, but the right eye is too bright, glowing with a cold blue, as if it's not an eye but a screen. If you look closely, his body is slightly trembling. Brud smiles in Phase 14, but his eyes are black drops, glassy and fluid. The bucket on his head shines like an icy dome, inside which thoughts can no longer be heard. Brud seems to be at the beginning of the journey again, but he doesn't remember why he was going. Phase 15 is no longer Brud, it is the eye. Its body is a vessel, its form merely a shell. The gigantic red eye occupies almost all that is left of it, and everything it sees is never forgotten. The eye does not blink, it collects. It analyzes, it waits. Brud no longer carries a bucket in Phase 16. It sank, just like the memories he couldn't hold on to. Now, on Brud's face is an underwater mask. No one has seen how he swam. Brud doesn't speak, but when water is nearby, it starts to move on its own. Brud stood silently, as always, but now half of his head was neatly bandaged, as if someone had tried to heal him. The bandages were clean, fresh, unusually kind for the world of sprunki. And even on his body, at the very spot where the bite had been, there was now a dressing. He hadn't gotten better, but he had stopped falling apart. They say it was Wenda who left the bandages, silently, and then she left.